Where are we?
The Market Women's March.
What's the Market Women's March?
What?
Today, October 5th, we are assembled here at the Hôtel de Ville. I saw Pete.
What do you mean you saw Pete?
Last night, Pete came to me in a vision.
Well, what did he say?
Dream, ripped at the seam. Don't give up, you're not through it yet. Although penniless, passionate peasant, the odds are against you. In the darkest hour, you have the power. Out of the darkness comes the light, 4 weary walls of cold cell, through which you will sail. Overcome your tender tears, fight the great fears of might. Fight, fight for your right. Find fuel for an era cruel. Having seen fire, you still have the desire. Fought fire. Of tire, toss of dice, time of ice, and mice. Your voice is yours and yours alone. Find it, claim it, tame it, frame it. Unspoken, you're not broken. Here within the echoes roar. Take to the sky and soar. Soar, spirit, soar. The eagle knows the limits. Life, survive, life. Survive, life, survive. Survival of the spirit. Hear it. Life's strife, cut with a knife. Play the fife. Sound the drums of war. You find a war of another kind. Hard toil becomes burdened boil. Marching mud burns boiling blood, blood-soaked soil. Yes, life's mean, so dream. Enough with the hunger pains, and already on carpet the red stains. From your fall, spirit, stand tall, and save us all. Come, cope, there is hope. In the fin you will win. Dream.
And out of the darkness comes the light, Marie?
Through this storm comes a ray of light.
What do mice have to do with?
Together, waving as one, we the mice will win, like a wave breaking upon breast.
Breast? It's so...
Far.
I have a sister who surfs there.
The voice?
The fire is within each of us.
That's where the echoes roar?
That the time of the people's voice is upon us.
Enough with the hunger pains.
The time for hunger has come to an end. There's a part about a sleeping snake that I didn't understand. Nevertheless, the rest I understood. Pete told me to go on and fight, and not to give up just when I was ready to surrender. Women, the time to act is right now. An innocent man is dead over bread because of a corrupt and materialistic government. He died so his family might live. Instead of governing its people, the monarchy governs its own selfish interests. Bear arms and come with me to the royal residence at Versailles. Let's petition King Louis and that Austrian wife of his, Madame Deficit, for lower bread prices. Let's show them how we suffer. We will get our bread, we will have our say, and we will be heard. We will make King Louis listen to us. Our demands will be met. If we have to, we will take Versailles by storm. We will not let them abandon us this time.
Abandon us? You mean like a state's general meeting? Yeah.
Precisely right. It will not be a case of déjà vu. We will not be forced to find a tennis court to shelter us from this storm.
Unlike May's disappointing Estates General Meeting, where we were turned away and our demands were left unanswered.
The king didn't even address Camilla's notebook of our grievances. 10 pennies for a pound of bread is way too much.
In life, Pete didn't eat meat, while Her Royal Highness Antoinette, the Deficit, and King Louis sat fat at banquet. Let Pete's death show that we, the peasants, pay for these banquets and their la-di-da lifestyle. A good and honest man like Pete, looking out for his family's best interests, sometimes pays with his own life. Is that fair?
We, the Third Estate, cultivate the fields, construct and man the vessels of commerce, sustain and direct manufactures, nourish and vivify the kingdom. It is time that a great people count for something. To Versailles!
Versailles? What's at Versailles?
The king's court.
Like lawyers and all that jazz?
Not that court. The royal residence. Lords and ladies live there with the royal family.
Beating a drum, Marie leads the market women from Paris to Versailles. Tree branch shadows loom beneath them. They march through a forest fog. Above, thunder crackles and then lightning strikes while rain falls. In the distance, wolves howl.
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
Death to Marie Antoinette, who puts her own selfish interest before those of France. Death to the foreigner. Death to the deficit.
This cannon is heavy.
And the mug and the rain are making it worse.
Long live the Republic!
Why do the fishy women think the king is a snob?
Desperate times call for desperate measures. The king and his queen, the deficit, have been courting each other in their own interest, and not the nation's.
No taxation without representation.
All men are created equal.
The women have arrived at the Versailles Palace. Thiouaren, with her fist, pounds on a golden door. It opens slowly. Frankie dashes into the palace.
Hey, Pete, check this out. There's a painting of some pompous-looking old goat to greet you.
His Royal Majesty, King Louis XVI.
The frame's got flowers made with gold thread on it.
Fleur de lis.
Fleur de what? Speak English.
Lilies.
It's signed J.D., January 1789.
Jackie Louis David. The court painter painted it.
It must have cost a bunch.
Or an innocent infant's life.
Wow, there's real gold everywhere. I mean, everywhere. This place is amazingly unlike your rickety-raggedy, crowded old shack.
That shack has a lot of love in it, unlike here. Here, there is only the love of Sue.
I'll bet there's a maze out back.
That is besides the point. Our attention is needed elsewhere. There are more important matters at stake. Everything that glitters is not always golden.
I doubt it. Oh, and like what?
Come out here and you will see things more important than gold.
Please, sir, hear our plea. Tell His Majesty the King that we have business with him. In Paris, the peasants are famished. When will we have bread?
Really? You walked all this way? From Paris? Why?
March 6 hours and 11 miles through the rain and the mud and the dangerous Boulogne woods. And boy, are our legs tired now.
You could have ridden in a coach. Meeting with His Majesty is not possible. He is a very busy man right now. Run.
Thanks.
We have come all this way.
I see your plight. However, it is not my problem that you were so foolish to come all this way. You peasants, I imagine. You have come a great distance. Walking 11 miles, you must be hungry and tired. That is too bad. You are wasting my time and the king's. Go burden someone else with your petty problems. The king does not have the time to see you.
Yeah, the old geezer's busy taking a royal cat nap. What? They can't hear me.
Yeah, but I can. And I am trying to listen to this.
Be gone with you, you pesky pests! Go feed off someone else!
The servant slams the door in their faces.
Enough is enough already! Let's go!
The irate women aim the cannon at the doors. There is a loud explosion. The women charge into the palace.
Unhand me, you flea-bittens!
We will when we have what we came for!
The women raid the palace kitchen for bread.
When will we have bread?
The women take the servant and the king as hostages. Then they return to Paris. In the distance, 4 horses neigh, and their hooves click-clack on the cobblestones.
What is that?
The blade with the black spider etched on it, that is the Widowmaker. Today falls the black window.
What's the Widowmaker?
Yes.
And is that...
The head of Lady Gertrude Iski. Yes, that's the aristocrat from the gardens.
Upon the king's entrance, a soft drum roll thunders. In the shadows, Tiwaren, the king, and Pierrette walk the crimson carpet to the scaffold.
I can't paint him in this light. A little help here. Do you mind?
A sunbeam magically breaks through the cotton candy clouds.
Ah, that's much better.
Louis, over here, it's me. Louis, Louis. Oh no, Capet, you got to go.
No, look this way. Oh yes, France is quite a mess.
Louis.
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 What's going on?
The market women have returned from the royal residence. Pete's peasants have spoken.
Why are all the shutters shut?
Bad news, kid. Today the donkey sat and crushed the elephant. S-U-V.
What?
Sire under valence. More harsh harvests bringing on famine have caused old King Louis to increase the bread prices again. Also the rumors that some corrupt and greedy officials have been hoarding grain and bread. They selfishly do it in hopes of obtaining a false shortage to gain high profits. It's not his fault. It's not his fault at all.
Whose fault is it not?
It is King Louis. He lost the trial 387 to 334. The Jacobins won. They deposed the king. They got their way. Alas, the Widowmaker slides down and strikes another victim. We, Girondins, wanted to keep the king on the throne while the Jacobins wanted to dissolve the monarchy. Those so-called anarchists saw him as a despot.
What's a despot?
A tyrant.
Huh?
A corrupt king.
How corrupt?
They saw him as an oppressing ruler who believed in his way or the hangman's highway.
Well?
Well, what?
Was he?
Not at all. King Louis is a good man. And oh, that poor queen. I cannot imagine what is going through her mind. My heart goes out to her and her 2 little ones, Marie-Therese and Louis Charles.
Hey, what's with them?
Oh, them. Anarchists. The reason why we stand here today. Pete was arrested at the Bastille, but not before giving them a voice.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's Pete.
Huh? Pete's been dead for 3 years.